Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket or you just happy to see me?
Hello, everybody. My co-host is still getting ready.
I completely forgot. I completely forgot that I needed these.
But Revy has made a reappearance. I figured the thumbnail was Revy, and we have CJ to thank for that. He makes awesome thumbnails. He sent Steph and me like 10 at least to work with. So this is one of the first one that I picked. That was the 10 that he sent, and I was like, I have the cosplay as Revy already. So here you are, folks. Revy is going to talk nerdy shit with My Nerdy Home. So, Steph, let everybody know
love that.
where they can find you and all that fun stuff.
Where they can find me?
Oh yeah, I know you've been kind of ganging it up with Mario Kart
Hell
on Twitch.
yeah.
So
yes, please follow me on Twitch. I've been streaming every single day there. I missed yesterday, which means I will stream on Sunday. I will stream tomorrow. But yeah. Follow me on Twitch and on Instagram. I'm pushing my Twitch and Instagram right now. Twitch, Instagram.
There you go. I mean, I should probably push my Instagram too, but I'm like really bad with posting shit on Instagram.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good on Instagram actually, so I'm pushing.
But like tomorrow, I might be able to hang out, but it all depends on when you go live because I do Conan D&D Sundays.
Yeah.
3:30 my time. So, which reminds me, I gotta kind of tell you about the couple of the missions that I did Sunday and this past yesterday. Actually, I think it was. I don't know. Days are blurring together right now, but I did a side mission with Teresa, pretty much like a thieves mission. But I'll tell all about like near the end of the stream. And my thing just broke.
What broke?
The strap. I gotta fix the strap. See.
So I thought you meant your bra strap.
No. Thank God for that. No, not that strap. So before I get into the topics we'll be covering, first one is J6, and I don't know if it's like that's a reaction to the thumbnail or not. I've never really seen that emote in the chat, but thank you so much, J6.
And thank you to CJ for our new thumbnails.
Yep.
You'll be seeing them. He asked us what our favorite things are, favorite comic books, animes, stuff like that. So they're new thumbnails, which is pretty cool. I really like that he's helping us out with those. It's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, because like he messaged me, he's like, I need 3 pictures from you, no filter. Don't worry, I'll clean it up. And then like he's asking me, he's like, what characters do you want, like things like that. And I was like, oh well, and he's like, well, definitely Revy. And he's like, I know about that. So, and then I give him like a few other characters to work with, and he made some awesome thumbnails for us. So, yeah. Mystic Red Knight, come on, just talk nerdy to me, and we will do just that, Mystic. Ms. Martin Muses, hello. I very much enjoyed our side mission. It was a very interesting experience, to say the least. Gaming or what? Here are 2 roses for 2 exquisite badass females. Thank you so much, Gaming or what, who's been playing Halo Infinite, and I'm so fucking jealous. But thank you so much, Gaming or what, much appreciated. Uncle Megatron, tea time. Thinking of changing my gamer tag to T Bagatron. Yes, there was that. I was playing with Megatron and Chunk the Punk during my Split Gauge stream on Thursday, and Uncle Megatron makes sure with every kill that he does, he teabags the enemy just so they know for sure who killed them. And he's like, he gives the people what they want, and the people ask for teabags, and that's what he gives them. So, yes. And
he also drew that for me.
Yeah. There were 2 funny moments. There were 2 really funny moments. One, he ended up teabagging my dead body in the game.
Oh my God.
It's like one of those end screens where it's like just says game over or victory. And it's like that end screen. And I see Darth Megatron just like run up to me and just start teabagging my character. And I'm like, that's me. So he starts doing that. And then at one point the PS5 controller has a built-in mic. So you have to make sure you turn it off, otherwise people can hear you if you're playing a multiplayer game, if you don't want them to hear you. And this guy, after one of our matches, was like bitching about our names. He was like bitching about because Megatron's name is Daddy Vader. or like, and you have Chunk the Punk, and he's like complaining about our names. So all I did was I hit the button on the controller, and I said, "This is Jade Shadow here. Your mom says hi," and then clicked it off, and he shut up. So you get a lot of that coming through the controllers with those games. So, and he sounded like Ben Shapiro. That kid literally sounded like Ben Shapiro. So I don't even know if Ben Shapiro was playing or not. Pope Metallicus the First. I cannot wait to dunk on the Smurfs. Well, here it is what it is. Forest Frost. He just says Revy, and here she is, pretty much. Trey Courtney. Hey, Mara and Steph. Good to see you. Orange Hat Reviews. Good evening to you two elfin beauties. Thank you so much, Orange Hat Reviews.
Yes, because we small.
I'm small. People don't believe that when I say that. I'm going to have to come visit you so we can take a picture together and show you just how fucking tiny I am, because I'm not tall. I'm only 5'2". You're a little bit smaller than me, so I'll just be like just barely taller than you.
Yeah, I'm 5 feet with shoes on.
Yeah. So Phil T. He says hi.
I'm sitting like this, so my chair looks like a good size, but if I had to lay in, it's big.
I need to get a new chair. So I need to get a new chair. He says, love the thumbnail. Again, thanks CJ for that. He makes awesome thumbnails for us, as well as for the full Aussie. So like those thumbnails you see, those are CJ creations. Corey Cochran says, hi all. Good evening to you. Michael Pernesti. Good evening to you.
Michael!
Let's see. Naymans. Is Steph making coffee again? Well, we'll go with that. She was making coffee. Let's see. There was me. I said uno momento. Little late. Not too much late. Not too late. But hey, Chunk the Punk, good to see you. Cue Ball. He says hello. He says hi. Good evening, Cue Ball. Jens Jurgensen. More mods in here. The subs right now. Oh, more mods in here than subs, I guess, right now. I guess so. So, hey, TV, what's up, chat? Mara and Steph, they arrested a cosplayer? Yep, they did. Gotta watch out next time when I cosplay Spidey. Well, you'll see what this cosplayer did, what she did. Alex McCarthy, howdy, Mara and Steph Todd, how's y'all?
Yes.
So, yeah, Revy's back. Gamer, what's happy? Chunks, like, hashtag blame Steph. Bobby Campbell, 29 days till Halloween. Yes, I love it. You can basically cosplay just about every day and no one looks at you weird. Mario Kart is a sickness. Thank you so much.
I think I'm gonna be Poison Ivy for Halloween this year.
I have to figure out what I'm going to be because I have the Zatanna costume. I have this cosplay. I want to get a Sailor Mars one. But I was thinking about just getting like a regular belly dancer's outfit and just dressing as that. Because I'm like, it's not exactly cultural appropriation since I'm half Arabic, so I can get away with that shit. Pretty much. Michael wants you to stream twice to make up for it. There you go. People demanding. Cowman Plays. I watched Hercules after your Twitch stream, Mara. I liked it, and I now have pancakes. Good on you. The Hercules he's talking about, Steph, is Disney's Hercules. He had never seen it. We were talking about it on my Twitch stream.
Oh my god, you've never seen Disney's Hercules?
He'd never seen Disney's Hercules.
I am on my way.
Yeah, I was like,
go the distance. Oh, I love that song.
Michael Bolton's Go the Distance. Come on. Yeah. And he had never seen it. So I was like, bruh, watch it after the stream. He had it on VHS. I'm like, and you haven't watched it yet. So thank you so much for the $5, Cowman Plays. Let's see. Mazza! Hey, Mazza. Number 3 equals simp. Michael Pernesti for 10 Canadian dollars. I heard something about bra straps. My game was paused and you had my full attention. Thank you so much, Steph. It wasn't a bra strap.
It wasn't her bra strap that popped.
Not this time.
Ooh,
so
not this time.
Blue-Eyed Scorpio. Instagram is the only one I fuck with, mostly because I'm banned from others. So yeah. He's banned from Twitter. I know that. And what else are you banned from? I know you're banned from Twitter. That's all I know. So yeah, we wrecked some bitches. Yep. Did I miss the booty already? Dang it. Well, I didn't exactly stand up, but here. So here's the Revy. So here, I'll you can't see my shorts. I am wearing shorts this time. The strap broke, but let me hold it. See. There it is. I am in the cosplay. So I'm not pulling anyone's legs. No, hashtag normalize teabagging Maza.
I'll be right back, Mara. I have to take some medicine.
All right. I'm still going through the chat, so all those on the know, they know Mara. I'm fun size. That's what I tell people. I'm fun size. And people don't believe that. I sound like Ben Shapiro too. Yeah. Let's see. Wicked Scott, hello, good evening. Biggles Mess for $5 says fat tits. And Biggles Mess also becomes a channel member. Thank you so much, Biggles. And did you send the video to Lethal yet? The Dub City one? 'Cause I'm looking forward to watching that. Yes, I said cosplayer because one of the articles we'll be covering, a cosplayer was arrested for manslaughter. So we will be going to that article first. And basically, you'll get the details. You'll get the details as I read through it really quickly. And some of it is just gun safety, folks. Gun safety. Is this Mario Kart is AIDS? Yeah, pretty much. Gaming or What says he's going to be Spider-Man this Halloween. Nice. I love Spider-Man. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters. Uncle Megatron says Steph would make a good Bayonetta. I could see that. Michael Pernesi for another Canadian $5. You both are short mini humans. Yes, we're hobbits. We're pretty much hobbit size, pretty much. Just dresses half naked, Revy. It's so hot over here. It's the weather is strange right now. It's that weird time between summer and when it starts getting colder in the fall and winter, and it's like one of those where it's like cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon, and into the evening, and then cold. And I'm like, I come on, please just like figure out what temperature you want to be. Right now, it's hot enough that I can wear shorts, pretty much. Wicked Scott says my girlfriend and I are going to be Goldberry and Tom Bombadil. That's going to be interesting. I'd like to see pictures of that. Let's see. Making sure. Mo Monty. Hey, what's up, everyone? Good evening, Mo Monty. Nice to see you. And I got to open up the stream on another tab so I can see these freaking super stickers. Hold on one second. Let me mute myself because the stream is going to start playing whenever I open it up. So, hold on. All right. It is... Okay, Devil Eyed Elvis just sent $10, and Gaming or What sent a $10 super sticker with a corgi with a heart. Thank you so much, Gaming or What. I wish StreamYard would just let us see the freaking super stickers. But thank you so much for the $10 from Devil Eyed Elvis and the $10 super sticker from Gaming or What. Soul Assassin, howdy, Mara, Steph, and Chad. Good to see you, Soul Assassin. Yes, James Woods as Hades was a show stealer. I love the GIF that you can use where he's basically just like raging and then he goes, I'm cool. Like, I love that GIF. Let's see. Mara as Lower Decks made you a Star Trek fan. Well, it made me question a lot of things. But hello, Tim. Good to see you, and I enjoyed you as a guest on the Full Aussie this morning. Mazerus, hey Mara, hey Stefani, good to see you, Mazerus. Hope you all enjoy this show. Uncle Megatron, from my point of view, I was teabagging the enemy that was in front of me. You just happened to get in the line of fire. That fire being Megabags. I mean, yeah, I understand there's like friendly fire, so there's probably going to be like friendly fire equivalent of teabagging. So I get it. But like I said, you give the people what you want. You give the people what they want, and what they demanded was more teabagging. So there you go. Uncle Megatron. Yes, teabag Mazda for good luck, pretty much. No gun on YouTube. Well, YouTube is very strange. And one, I don't have any replicas that I can use right now with this because there's this holster is not exactly the most sturdy. But yeah, also if I showed a gun, even like unloaded one on stream, I could get like in serious trouble with YouTube. So, and I don't have any replicas to use. So unfortunately, I can't do that. So all I can get is the holsters right now, if that's what you're referring to. Trey Courtney says he's a short dude. Cowman plays, I'll teabag Maza all the time. There you go, Cowman. There you go. Mason Shepard, what's up, girls, gals? Good to see you.
Hi.
Let's see. I'm still going through, so I can try to say hello to everyone. Maza becomes a new channel member, so thank you, Maza. I'm still gonna teabag you if I play Splitgate with you, just so you know, FYI.
Me?
No, Maza.
Ah!
No,
Like, what are you talking about?
No. We're talking about teabagging Maza for good luck. So if we play Splitgate, like, Biggles is going to go after him, Cowman's going to go after him, I'm going to go after him, Darth Megatron's going to go after him, everyone's going to try teabagging him. So, Sentinel is like, OMG, redhead Mara. Yes, I am cosplaying as Revy, so yeah, she's a redhead. See? So. Did I finally get down to the bottom? Yes, I did, with Wookiee Supremacy. Hey, Mara. Woo! Hello, Wookiee Supremacy. Finally got to the bottom. The halter is more important than the holster anyways, yeah. So, like I said, I gotta fix the holster. I'm just gonna leave it like this. All right, so let's get into that cosplayer article. Because I was telling Steph it was from from a county in Texas, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, Steph.
My eyes are hurting.
I believe it. Do you want to just put on the red glasses, or aren't they the blue? Oh, hold on, I gotta.
They're both blue light blocking.
Okay.
I'm getting a headache. I can feel it. It's like, it's right here.
Oh, yeah, I've had those. Heath Nation for $2. Jade rocking the Revy cause. I give this offering. Thank you so much, Heath Nation. Good to see you. And Ruben. Whoa, what did I miss? You look like a warrior elf princess. Very nice. I truly enjoyed the stream. Hugs to you, beautiful ladies, Mara and Stephanie. Thank you so much, Ruben. I'm cosplaying as anime character Revy, one of my favorite characters in anime. She is a badass, and she is in the anime Black Lagoon. So if you have not watched it and you don't mind watching anime, I would recommend checking that out. So let me share the screen. Here it is. Okay. The cosplayer charged with manslaughter after ignoring basics of gun safety during night of drinking.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So basically, gun safety, people. A popular TikTok cosplayer has been charged with manslaughter after reportedly fatally shooting one of her friends with a gun she falsely assumed to be unloaded. And here's the scenario. As reported by Cosplay Central, TikToker Mary Ann Oliver Snow, also known as the cosplayer Yandir Freak, was arrested on January 18th after providing a statement to the Harris County Sheriff's Office detailing the events that resulted in the death of her friend. According to an alleged report from the Assistant District Attorney of Harris County, Texas, Snow and her friends, quote, were all drinking and got pretty drunk during a group viewing of the Batman-based TV drama Gotham. Yeah. Amidst the festivities, the report notes that a gun had been left in her residence by her ex-boyfriend, but she believed that he had taken all of the bullets with him when he moved out. Why would he just take the gun and not all the bullets? It doesn't, why would he, leave the gun and just take the bullets? It doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, people in the chat, if you have not used a gun before, always treat guns as if they're loaded. It doesn't matter if you believe that it is unloaded and it looks unloaded, treat it as loaded. That's why you don't do this shit. So now this cosplayer is facing manslaughter charges. So the document notes that Snow did not know there was a bullet in it, stating that she has played with it before as a joke. In fact, Snow detailed they had been passing the gun around for hours and had been playing around with it. The report goes on to assert that she then told her friends she had a gun like Penguin does. While in the living room of the residence, the deceased allegedly joked, "Oh, shoot me," to which Snow pretended to do so. The deceased then told Snow, "Oh, do me." Following this, the report notes that Snow turned to her right toward the complainant, face to face and placed the gun up to the left side of her head and pulled the trigger. A witness to the event also detailed that the victim told Snow, "Hey, haha, put the gun to my head." The report also notes that the witness heard the complainant tell the defendant to pull the trigger, believing the gun was empty, stating it was not supposed to be loaded. So that's how it was done, basically.
Holy crap.
Yeah, like, what you don't fucking do, folks, and basically put the gun to her friend's head, and this is a tragic outcome.
Yeah.
Snow has since been released on a $200,000 bond, and though she returned to posting TikTok content in the immediate aftermath of her arrest, it kind of says a lot about someone when you do that. The scrutiny brought upon her by the event recently received widespread attention, has led her to private her account. Well, no shit, she shouldn't. I mean, come on, you're facing a manslaughter charge. Why are you going back to posting on TikTok?
I know.
An evidence exchange in Snow's manslaughter case, where it will also be decided whether she takes a plea or takes the case to court, has been set for October 21st. So there's that. That's what happened.
That's awful. That's just awful.
Yeah.
God, they treat it like it's a toy. It's.
Yeah, that's why I said, it's like you treat every gun you come across, and whether or not it looks like it's unloaded, you treat it like it's loaded. And that's what they didn't do. They didn't check to make sure that it was actually unloaded, because it's hard to tell sometimes, especially with those types of weapons, those types of handguns. And now she's lost a friend, and she's facing manslaughter charges. She's lucky that she wasn't. I don't know what degree of manslaughter it is, but she'll be lucky if she's charged with anything less than first-degree manslaughter, in my opinion. I wasn't exactly Russian roulette, basically, not with this type of gun, but yeah, I don't do that either. No, they weren't playing Russian roulette. At least according to this article, they weren't. They were drunk, and she thought it was empty, and she's pretending that she was shooting people. So
that's just so stupid.
Yeah, people are so dumb. They're gonna probably go after the ex-boyfriend too. Maybe they'll. I don't think he shouldn't be held accountable, but at the same time, like I said, it's strange that he would leave the gun. Just the thought of it is leaving the gun and taking all the bullets. Why not take everything? So I don't know. I don't know what all the circumstances were with their breakup and when he left. But yeah, those are the circumstances. Yes, failed gun safety. It's one of the first things you learn about gun safety. You treat it like it's loaded.
Mm-hmm. God, that's terrible.
So, but I was telling Steph, because it's a county in Texas, that maybe she'll be able to keep track of the case as it's going on, because the case is supposed to go to courts, or at least whether she takes a plea or not, is supposed to happen on October 21st. So, yeah, she's a pretty woman. She has a good chance of not. Either way, she still has a good, even if it goes to court, she has a good chance of not going to jail. But, yeah, so. Because it was one of those tragic, stupid, avoidable circumstances.
It's there was, I think there was, God. What was it? There was another TikTok video. It's another fucking TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
This girl and it was either her boyfriend. I think it was her boyfriend, but they had a kid together, and there was some sort. They were creating a challenge, or it was a challenge or something, and he had something in front of him, and she was shooting him, and was supposed to catch the bullet, and it didn't catch the bullet. She shot him dead.
Wait, hold on. It's supposed to. Wait, what was supposed to catch a bullet?
Whatever he had in front of him, whatever was. I have no fucking idea, but she was supposed to shoot him. Mm-hmm. Whatever he had in front of him, I don't remember what it was for sure, but he's supposed to stop the bullet or something. And it didn't. It didn't, because it's a fucking bullet. It's a gun.
Yes.
And she ended up shooting him dead. And
Like this,
that was
this is not the movies, folks. Like bullets are gonna go through.
it
shit.
was a textbook. It was a tech. That's exactly
Oh,
what it
hold
was.
on, a fucking textbook.
A textbook. It was a textbook. Thank you, Nymans. It was a textbook. Yeah, it was a book in a book. In a book, and it was supposed to catch the bullet, and instead she shot him dead. And it was off for a
book cannot
TikTok
stop a
book.
50 cal Desert
Or it
Eagle,
was off for
no.
a TikTok video.
Yeah.
So
Bullets are made to
dumb.
go through shit, especially human body. So a book is not going to stop a bullet.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it is a form of
Darwinism.
Darwinism. Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's yeah. TJ Carr says she needs to spend some time behind bars. If they don't make her, it will get worse for her going forward. She needs to understand that playing with guns isn't a game. It's up here. Ruben said, I'm from Texas. I grew up with guns and rifles all over the house with 4 kids. No accidents. You respect weapons, period. Sad that it is not taught anymore as an American right and value. Yes. And Gamer White is also of the opinion to throw her in jail. So chances are she probably won't see jail time. But at the same time, I don't know what the because laws are different state to state, so I'm not sure
Mhm.
how it works in Texas. So, Steek,
Hi,
hey, hi
Steve.
there, Mara and Steph. So, talking about the cosplayer that I found, like was saying yesterday, she was not cosplaying as Revy as you thought and would laugh at. She was I don't even think she was cosplaying. Basically, she was just drunk and stupid. I've seen this in a movie once. Trust me, and I'm dead. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Pretty
movies
much.
aren't real life. Movies aren't real life. Don't believe that just because a table stops a bullet somehow that's going to work in real life. So there you go. Yes. Sadly, the media is going to jump on the story and use it. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm kind of surprised they haven't done so already. But if it makes the rounds, yeah, they'll jump on it. So, but there it is. That's the story. Those are all the details that we know. Chances are more will come out when the case goes at least to court to find out if she's going to take the case to court or take a plea. So there's that. So that is her. Unfortunately, she looks like an excellent cosplayer, and she just did something really fucking stupid and tragic. So there's that. All right. So gun safety, folks. That is the lesson for this evening. Treat every gun that you're around as if it's loaded. So, I'm going to close. No, I'm not going to close that because I need to leave Upbounding in the comics for another article. So, we have another retarded gamer article and a movie review for a movie called Mayday. And the reason why I picked this article, not because it's Polygon, and Polygon is also retarded, but it says Mayday feels like a woman's answer to Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch. So I don't know if you've seen Sucker Punch at all by Zack Snyder, but I read the first paragraph and it was like, this article needs to be ripped a new one. So do you want to talk about GTA next? GTA Online Toxicity or the answer to Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch?
Let's do the GTA article.
All right. They're both retarded, so. Here you go, Trey. And others in the chat if you play GTA Online. I learned the hard way. The GTA Online toxicity is real. GTA Online is still loaded with griefers. I have never heard of the word griefers until now. Do you know what that is, Steph? Have you heard of griefers?
No. What are griefers?
I don't know. I've never heard that word until now. GTA Online, for all its popularity, has a horrendous reputation for toxicity. For the most part, you could argue this to be true of any online game. Yes, you can, because there are trolls. They talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know there are always going to be a couple of idiots, and their constant presence is just something you have to deal with while you're doing your own thing. Yes. End of article. There you go. GTA Online is a whole article.
End of article.
Oh my goodness. It's like the obvious, pretty much. I'd heard of problems surrounding GTA Online in the past, but brushed them off as standard fare for a game of this type. There were a few bad run-ins. They had never happened to me. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. Even though this was my first time ever playing the game, it felt like the community was waiting to scare me off for good. GTA players, were you waiting to scare this woman off for good? Were you just waiting? Griefers are hackers that pester other players. So basically, shithead trolls. Pretty much. You deal with that shit. It's inevitable. Stovepipe down to griefer is basically a troll. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I thought, but I'd never heard that word before until now. Yeah, so basically me on Splitgate the other day. Pretty much. Wait until they get into a COD chat, they won't survive. No. If this is toxic to them, they'd never survive a Call of Duty chat or lobby. As a fan of the GTA series, I find that hard to believe. I went into this online world with high hopes, but alas, my enthusiasm was short-lived. While minding my own business and trying, the operative word here being trying, to complete my tutorial missions, I was repeatedly attacked and targeted by a single griefing player. In a lobby filled with other users, this one person decided I, and only I, was going to be the focus of their game today. I could understand the animosity if I had attacked them first, but I was just an innocent bystander trying to find my way in Los Santos. I did nothing wrong. It's a troll. It's literally an idiot who picked you at random. They weren't targeting you. They picked you at random and they just decided to go with it. That's how it fucking works. Dear God, I had players on Splitgate that kept targeting me, and I didn't throw my controller and cry.
It's because these types of people, it's all about me.
Yeah.
It's all happening to me. Why are they picking on me?
I fucking hate campers.
I love it. Oh man, I'm a camper.
No. Campers in games. Campers in
I'm
games.
a camper.
Then you are my enemy. I fucking hate campers.
For sure, I'm 100% a camper.
Griefers are people that just kill you and troll you the whole time. Yeah, it gets annoying when you're trying to do. Yeah, it gets annoying. It gets annoying, yes, but it's not like it's anything personal. They just pick you. It's like, oh, what a pussy, pretty much. Because I'm a griefer. I will confirm that in a way because I threaten to send Gwyneth Paltrow's candles to Stig every time he annoys me. Let's see. Yeah. I troll whenever I can unless we are in Dub City. Yeah, pretty much. Everything is targeted harassment. Yes, everything is targeted harassment. Never mind, like I said, anybody who's ever played games like this knows that there's going to be a troll or two, and for some reason they're going to pick you. They're going to pick you.
I mean, Michael Promessi targets me. Philip targets me in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's just how Michael it goes. That's just the game. Yeah. God, I feel like I'm gonna puke. I'm having.
Do you want to turn your camera off? Maybe it's like so.
Let me grab my sunglasses.
All right. It says apologize for all my actions on Mario Kart. So. Shotguns are made for solving campers in most games. Yeah. Pretty much. Just to give you, before I get back into the article, just to give you, in a scenario of what Chung the Punk and Darth Megatron and I faced on Splitgate last Thursday, there's a map called, is it Foregone Destruction or something like that? And there are 2 high points, one on each side of the map, end of the map, and it's 2 teams, 4 on each team, and the enemy team created portals to get up to these high points, and they just sat there because one of the points had the sniper rifle. So they just sat there and picked everyone off from high up. So it was very difficult to get up there to get them. Those are what pissed me off the most. And Darth Megatron and I finally got up to one spot. But yeah, shotguns generally do take care of that situation. So I bet you did, Megatron. I bet you did. All right, moving on. Okay. The effort this person went through to track me down every time I respawned was staggering. Surely they would have been better off doing literally anything else. After about my 4th death, I stopped to ask myself what they could possibly be trying to achieve. They don't fucking try to achieve anything. They just want to be a pain in the ass. Due to the absurdity of this scenario, I expectedly came up empty. Yes, no shit, because they don't do anything logical. They're doing it to annoy you.
Yep.
End of article.
Oh my God, Stig.
What'd you say, Stig?
Soul Assassin said sinuses, Steph.
God.
And
Pig.
Steve said cocaine.
Cocaine.
Oh my god, no.
Have you seen a show called Metalocalypse? Because there's a clown. It's a cartoon, and there's a clown on that show called Dr. Roxo, and his whole spiel is saying "I do cocaine," but he has like this really high pitched voice when he says it.
No.
Colton M. As someone who plays games like GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2, griefers can be a big issue. This isn't just game journalists being games journalists. Look, it can be an issue. I don't think it's as big of an issue as she's making it out to be. Like, griefers are pretty much trolls. So basically, if it's a big issue, then maybe like the online versions to do something about it. But otherwise, close the game. This is what I do. I just close the game. I wait a little bit, and then I get back on, because chances are they're not going to be on the game anymore. That's what I do. Because I've dealt with stupidity like this before, and it's never bothered me to a point where I've had to like feel like they're purposely targeting me. Thank you for becoming a new member, Gaming or What?
Hey, Gaming. And he said he has to head out too.
Okay. Oh, shit. Where is it? All right. Oh, heading out later, Mara and Seth. There it is. Good to see you. Have fun.
Yeah.
Death Clock. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Master of the TDS. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. As Adult Woman at its best. Yes. It was Adult Woman at its best. If it's such an issue where you have to write a shite article on the internet, dude, you need to get out more seriously. Pretty much. I'm just saying, I'm not saying necessarily it's not an issue. I'm just saying I don't think it's a big issue, because you're going to the hell. Oh, group chat. That like you're going to encounter this. So to feel like it's like the person is personally targeting you as if like it's anything personal like you've done. No, it's not. It's not really. It's just them being shitheads, and they're an annoyance, yes, but they're not like end of the world annoyances. Daniel says, hold on, Steph's here? I thought she'd still be making her coffee. Michael Pernesi says, I may apologize for Mario Kart, but I will never stop, and I will always be waiting. Mwahaha. Yep. Hey, Dread Saber Phil. Good to see you. Tim F. Hail Mara and Steph, and he brought tacos.
Tim, tacos!
As a newcomer to GTA Online, I had limited funds, no cars, 0 weapons, and precious few assets to my name, meaning my griefer was evidently gaining little to nothing from repeatedly killing me. Because they do it because, like, you don't try to explain their behavior. They're shitheads. So, the fact that they're doing that and they're not gaining nothing tells you that they're just doing it just because they're idiots and they're trolling. They're an annoyance, yes. Like I said, that's where you kind of get off of it for a little while and then go back on, because they're not going to be on 24/7. It soon became alarmingly clear then that all they wanted to do was harass me. Yeah, no shit. They're a troll. To make my time in the game a misery before I'd even properly started. This is one of the many things that need to be improved in the game. Clearly, this was just someone with nothing better to do. Yes. I switched to a different public lobby, glad to see the back of my online harasser. Problem solved. Right? Wrong. Within minutes of entering this new lobby, I was once again being stalked by a veteran player hell-bent on ruining my day. While Rockstar does give you the option to report players, it doesn't stop you from being targeted by them again and again. The only way to escape these individuals is to leave the lobby altogether, and even then, there are clearly so many griefers out there that nowhere is truly safe. If you can be thrown out of casino for breaking the rules, then why not elsewhere? But are they breaking the rules? Exactly. That's the thing. Other online communities like Apex Legends and Red Dead Online all have large player bases, but toxicity is relatively low in comparison. While Red Dead Online struggles with griefers, they don't target new players so religiously. If the other games can do it, surely one of the biggest properties in the world should be able to do as well. The thing is, it's not all down to Rockstar. The solution is simple. Don't be that person. Don't be the online equivalent of someone who puts chewing gum on a public handrail. I'm sorry. 7 billion people in the world. Chances are you're going to run into a shithead every now and then. Perhaps if I was in a crew of friends and we had our own little squad going, it wouldn't be so bad and I wouldn't have stood out as a target. For now, though, this will stand as my first and only foray into GTA Online. I can't blame others for feeling the same if things don't change soon. That's the article. So, yes. Let's see. Steph is Corey Hart confirmed. She wears her sunglasses at night. Yes. For $5. Thank you so much, Calman.
Thank you.
Trace is such a good, smart person. Only scumbag tactics are welcome in GTA Online. Darth Asper says, get good. To the person who wrote this article, go do missions, you sad sack of turd. Look, like I said, look. Yes, they are an annoyance. Griefers are an annoyance. That's the whole point of trolling. They want to be an annoyance to people. They want to be an annoyance to other players. But at the same time, like you can't exactly completely avoid them. So it's either you stop gaming altogether, and I don't believe this person really is a gamer to begin with, or, like I said, you do what I do. You just kind of quit the game for a little bit and jump back on because these people can't be on 24/7.
Yeah. Like that's what I do. Like I'll just stop playing.
Yeah.
And come back later.
There's
nothing wrong with come back the next day. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like I said, like 7 billion people in the world. Chances are, one, you're gonna run into shitheads, and two, chances are you're not gonna run into the same shitheads. So it's a risk, but that's what a risk you take every time you do an online type of gaming or a multiplayer type of gaming like Splitgate. Basically, you run into people because you are in lobbies with other gamers around the world. So, and like I said, like when I was talking about the Thursday gameplay, there was a guy who was trying to talk shit about Chunk the Punks, Darth Megatrons, and my gamer tags. They do that.
Yeah.
And they act like little shitheads during the game.
It's online. I mean,
Yes.
come on. It's online. Like you're going online, you run the risk of running into shitty people. I mean, that's just the risk you take.
Yeah. Like
you go out of your house, you run the risk of running into shitty people. There's
not up to Rockstar.
If you're two, if you're too sensitive to that kind of shit, then pick a different game.
Yeah, like basically pick a different game. Exactly, basically. So it's like you literally run that risk, and it's not up to Rockstar or any other game developer who like has an online platform for their games to act like a nanny state for the gamers. If it's genuine targeted harassment, like this person is genuinely stalking you through the game, like that person, yes, report the fucker. That is an actual crime. Stalking is a crime, whether it's done cyberly or not. It is a crime. Report them. But if it's just a troll, shoot them you have a gun in GTA Online. Shoot them. Go off somewhere else. Chances are they'll find you, but it's a big map. Just go. Just go. Pretty much. That's what you need to do. Just focus on what you need to do. Pretty much. Or if they are that much of an annoyance, again, click out of it. Go back the next day. Problem solved, as Inspector Clouseau would say. Michael Pernesi, thank you for becoming a channel member on my channel. Good. I know you said that you apologize for your actions on Mario Kart, but you won't change. So there you go. Never change, Michael. Change. Yeah. I
started laughing at the sad secretary. It's something so dumb to laugh at.
I know. I think I'm going to use that as like talking shit in Splitgate. Like, you sad sack of turd. That's it's like seriously, you're telling me the internet is toxic? No way.
No way.
Yes. No way.
No way.
Wannabe Ben Shapiro got balls and wanted to badmouth until Mara set him straight. Yeah, I told him his mom said hi. So, thank you for thinking the hair color looks amazing on me, and Steph always smoking hot. Thank you so much, TJ.
Thanks.
If you know someone is hunting you, set a damn trap and take them out. May take a few tries, but you can get them. Yes, you can get them. This person just plays Animal Crossing. Yeah, kind of like
They probably
Jeremy.
get insulted in Animal Crossing.
What?
I said they probably get insulted in Animal Crossing. Something
Yeah.
offends them.
Oh yeah, like
They're
those space
targeted
buns.
they can't catch a fish.
You remember the space
Ah.
buns? Remember the space buns?
Oh yeah! Oh my
Controversy?
god! Yeah, space buns.
Yeah, the
of
space
course.
buns. Yeah, that shit.
Ah.
That'll happen. You'll see someone with space buns and go, "I'm offended.
I'm offended.
Are you black? No, you can't have that hairstyle." I'm like, "What? Seriously?"
It's Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Like the poor girl just liked the hairstyle, and she
I know.
that was genuine harassment. What
Yeah.
she went through. That was genuine harassment. But there it is. There it is. Another retarded article from the Gamer. So let's move on to the retardedness of Polygon.
Polygon.
Bet Mara uses fancy words to direct fools, leaves them sad and feeling stupid at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to start using Shakespearean insults
Ooh.
when I talk shit.
You bite your thumb at me, sir.
Yeah. Calling it, elvish marked abortive rooting hog. All right, here, folks. I've never heard of this movie. Didn't even know this movie was coming out or being made or whatever. But I saw this title and I was like, what is this person talking about? And here it is. Mayday feels like a woman's answer to Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch. I don't know if anybody's seen Sucker Punch in the chat or whatever. Mia Goth stars in a surreal story about maybe dead, maybe supernatural women in an endless war with men. I saw that line right there, and I was like, okay, we gotta roast this fucking article. I'd never even heard it. I never even heard of Mayday. I have no idea what it's supposed to be about. But it's a review for this movie, so here it is. Myths often attempt to place structure on things humanity considers inexplicable, and for some reason, women have often been placed in that category. You haven't read too many myths, have you? Misogyny has shaped religious and cultural belief around the world, turning mythological women into figures of fear and catastrophe. Again, you haven't read too many myths, have you? Pandora's curiosity causes her to open a box that unleashes evil and despair into a previously innocent world. Okay. That's the point of that myth, that mythology, basically. It's almost an allegory in a sense. There's always hope, because hope is shut back into the box. There's always hope. That's the whole fucking point of the story. All right. Horrific figures like the succubus and the Gello are tied up in masculine fear of female sexuality and societal expectations of female fertility, respectively. What about an incubus, bitch? That's a male that's a male equivalent of a succubus. You ever heard of an incubus? No? And sirens have
No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't. And sirens have long been positioned as duplicitous figures who turn men's supposedly natural tendency for protection and assistance against them, luring sailors to their deaths. Well, no one think of the poor, beleaguered dude surrounded by female predators. Dudes in the chats. Do you want people to will no one think of the poor, beleaguered dude surrounded by female predators? I'm asking that. There it is. The soundtrack is great for Sucker Punch. Yeah, I overall I enjoyed the movie. It's not exactly great, but I enjoyed it. And Incubus, yeah, they're a decent band. Yeah, they are. Uncle Megatron says, I'm an Incubus. Feminists are trash. Yeah. Let's see. Feminists are assho. Yes. Mom misogyny. Yeah, I don't know. He had a decent soundtrack. Yeah. Like the movie itself is not exactly like in itself great. Hey, movie Mark McDonald and online gaming. There's going to be trash talking. Yes. I overall enjoyed Sucker Punch. I overall enjoyed it. It was a decent movie. Actually, a decent movie. I don't get most of the hate. For the movie, it's not. Yeah, I'd say it's his weakest movie, but it's not necessarily horrible, in a sense. So, hey, Holocron Library, Fox, hey, Mara and Steph, hey, all the chat, good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, Female Predator, where are you? Don't come. Yeah. Karen Sinor indie fantasy movie Mayday is aware of the calamities that fables often tie to women, and it deliberately positions itself in conversation with that tension, narratively and thematically similar to Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch, but without the male gaze or the teeny tiny outfits that Sucker Punch used as stylish bombast. Mayday also focuses on a young woman struggling against abuse and objectification. Makes you want to go see the movie, doesn't it? After she tumbles into what seems like an alternate world, she joins a group of others who have banded together against men. In a modernized version of a siren song, they lure sailors and pilots in with a radio distress signal. They pose as hapless girls who need help, and when the would-be white knights arrive to lend a helping hand, they're like fish in a barrel. They're making heroes out of fucking murderers! They're literally, like, I'm supposed to root for these women? I'm supposed to fucking root for these women. You're not supposed to root for sirens. That's the whole fucking point in mythos. In like the Odyssey and the Iliad, you're not supposed to fucking root for them. And yet at the same time, they're set up as the heroes of this fight against misogyny, and they're literally luring men to their fucking deaths. How am I supposed, like, they want me to root for these bitches. That's seriously, that's how it's set up. They want me to root for these bitches. AKA the booby trap, pretty much. Fish in a barrel. No, that's what I call good fish. Yes. Michael Pernesi says, I deploy the male gaze all day long, and I don't apologize for it. I plan on doing it more now. Yes. Do it more now. Fuck's sakes. Lesbians like to look at sexy women too. Do these people who are supposed to be allies ever fucking think of that? No, but at the same, like, again, I'm supposed to root for these women. I'm supposed to go, yes, queen, get the fucking toxic males. When they're luring these men who would genuinely be willing to help them, in most instances, to their deaths. They're the heroes. It's called Mayday. Here, I'll scroll back up one shot real fast so you can see. See? Mayday. Like that. But I'm supposed to root for these women. There's a ton of narrative potential to Mayday and to the idea of a fantastical spin on the tried and true action setup of women getting revenge against men. For fucking what? This summer, I've certainly seen an array of straightforward riffs on this formula: Gunpowder Milkshake, Jolt, The Protege, and Kate. Mayday had a whole compass of directions in which it could expand and elaborate. What brought the women to this place? What are its geographical limits? Has the women traveled back and forward in time? What are conversations like with their comrades around the world? And how do they strategize for a never-ending gender war? What is their long-term endgame? What does the world look like without men? Pretty fucking shitty. We need men to procreate. We need men to actually keep the human species alive, you fucking tards. I can't even with this article. So Nutcracker instead of Sucker Punch, yeah. This person is a psychopath, yeah. Pretty much. Random men at that, not murderous pirates or something, but guys just looking to help them. Feminists are genocide monsters, yes. Like, just men wanting to go help them because they're sending a distress call, and they are luring these men into a trap just to kill them.
Yeah, that sounds like Medusa.
Well, yeah, but in this case, it's a gender war.
Oh.
Pretty much. Here, I'll go back into the... I'm not going to read the paragraph, but here's what they do. After she tumbles into what seems like an alternate world, she joins a group of others who have banded together against men. In a modernized version of a siren song, they lure sailors and pilots in with a radio's distress signal. They pose as hapless girls who need help, and when the would-be white knights arrive to lend a helping hand, they're like fish in a barrel, pretty much luring guys to their deaths. The guys who are coming to like genuinely help them.
Yeah,
so not the murderous pirates or anything. No, just like guys who just want to help them.
So they're wow. So they're legit sirens. What is that? There's a movie. There's a cartoon. Oh man.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
name.
it's a shit. The one with Sid the Sloth. You know what I'm talking? Ice Age.
Oh,
The
I
Ice
see.
Age where they have where they get on like they encounter pirates,
Yeah.
and they have like those gross
Fourth one.
sirens and they turn
Yeah.
into whatever the men want, and that's
Yeah.
oh, man.
Okay. So it's a disappointment when Mayday instead sticks to a narrow, character-driven plot rather than indulging in the world building necessary to contextualize the fantasy. In an unnamed coastal city at a vaguely mid-century time, Anna, Grace Van Patten, works as a server at a wedding venue. The job is demanding. She only has one friend, her coworker Dimitri, Theodore Pellerin, and she's being harassed and abused by a higher up. Of course, it's going to be a man. In a devastatingly sparse moment, Anna heads into the kitchen's walk-in freezer and her boss follows and corners her. The scene is already oppressively uncertain thanks to a cinematographer, Sam Levy, keeping the audience perspective outside of the room, and Anna's pleading no, heard when the man opens and closes the door, only makes it worse. Again, boss is a man, obviously they're toxic. I'm not saying necessarily that's... Oh my fucking god. That's not... What he's doing is not horrible. But at the same time, it's like this movie's setting up that all men are toxic. Except for her friend, because he's probably a male ally to the feminists. But vicious men are the norm in Mayday. The venue's chief chef tells her with a sneer, the last girl didn't make it. The bride, played by Mia Goth, at the wedding Anna is working arrives in tears thanks to her jerky yelling groom. And the unfazed way that bathroom attendant June, Juliette Lewis, reacts to all this trauma is a telling sign of its own. It feels like a nightmare. That's normal, she tells Anna and the bride. Living under the thumb of violent men seems like an inescapable, inevitable trap until Anna is suddenly transported. With complementary blue and orange tints, flickering lights, and a Sylvia Plath evoking journey through an oven and then an ocean, Sonora crafts a dreamy sequence that brings to mind Alice falling into Wonderland. Yep, when Anna surfaces, she's on the front lines of an endless war, with each battle led by the charming, zealous Marcia, Goth again. With a cheery smile and unwavering moral certainty, Marcia introduces Anna to fellow young women, Bee and Gert, who all live together in an abandoned U-boat and all band together to lure and kill men. They attract pilots and sailors with distress signals and then either lead them into storms so their boats sink, or wait for them to parachute into the beach and shoot them. Anna can't remember her previous life and isn't sure whether she's dreaming or in the afterlife, but her new friends reassure her. Girls are better off dead because now we're free. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It sounds like a big pile of trash.
Yeah. What the women are free to do, though, becomes repetitive fairly quickly. Lure, shoot, repeat. And Mayday doesn't do much to differentiate between these sequences. On one hand, this limited focus lets Van Patten and Goth's performances take center stage, and Goth is particularly riveting. She's always been good at conveying bitter anguish and ethical murkiness, from A Cure for Wellness to Suspiria to High Life. Marcia comes to vibrant, subversive life in Goth's hands, particularly during a scene where she lazily lights a cigarette, sends out a Mayday signal, jokes, "We don't have any," when the man she's speaking with asks how many souls are aboard her vessel, listens to his vessel's destruction after she sends him faulty coordinates, and then casually asks Anna, "Do you like the radio?" That daring, freewheeling bravado energizes Mayday and a role-playing cult leader, which should materialize in Goth's future. That's not a good thing. Role-playing a cult leader should materialize in Goth's future. This movie sounds so stupid.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
On the other hand, Sonora limits viewers' understanding of these characters by skimping on the conditions that brought them here, and by rushing through the friction that eventually puts them at odds. Other elements also feel out of place. A scene that mimics 1950s-style musicals or recurring bird motif. And Mayday frustrates any attempt at understanding by switching its focus from women fighting against men to women fighting among themselves. That latter approach and how it leads to the faux you go girl energy of lines like "you fight like a girl" isn't as subversive as Sonora might think. Still, Goth is a scene stealer, and some of Levy's visuals are memorable in their otherworldly quality. Sonora's initially provocative vision of vengeance at least makes Mayday worth a look. No. No, and it opens in limited theatrical release and on video on demand as of yesterday. So, does this make you run out and want to go see Mayday?
No.
Ah, sounds like a steaming pile of poo. Yep. Yeah, what if a female sailor comes to the rescue, though? No, apparently it's like just men on one side. That's it. Movie sounds like a dumpster fire. Yep, it is.
Sounds
It sounds like,
terrible. It sounds terrible. God.
hey, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
No worries, Michael, if you're like coming late. No worries.
I hope you're okay.
Yeah,
I read what he wrote in the chat.
yeah. 'Cause I just saw it. So yeah, it's like if you're like dealing with stuff, like don't bother being here. Just like watch the replay. I'd rather like people just relax and like catch up on it rather than like watching like dealing with shit.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here though. That you want to be here.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry, chat. Like I felt a migraine coming on all day and it's like hitting me all right now. I'm doing my best though. I'm trying.
We only have like
Don't
one
even-
more article.
Don't even worry about Mara. Now, Mara, have you seen Venom?
I didn't even really watch the first one because it
You didn't
didn't
watch
look
the
like it
first
appealed
one?
to me, and I wasn't going to see the second one. But I'm hearing the second one was, depending on who you talk to, it's meh at best.
Meh at best.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. It's meh at best. Has anybody in the chat seen it? Ask the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, migraines are a
Chat.
nightmare. I know what she's going through pretty much. So
I get migraines. And since I'm streaming every single day, I've had to really like take my migraine medicine and wear my blue light blocking glasses, but like it's not helping.
Yeah.
Look at Michael Quaid. All right, chat. Chat. Mara, do you want to talk about Venom?
I can.
Do you want to hear about Venom?
I can. If you want to talk about it, I can.
All right. Yeah, we already covered the cosplayer.
Oh yeah. If you go back and watch the beginning, it's the first article we cover.
Yeah. So I watched Venom: Rise of Carnage twice.
Mhm.
Chat
twice.
Do you mind a review, a spoiler review? Do you mind? I need to know before I start talking about the second Venom.
If you don't mind, stay in the chat. You have. I'm gonna do a countdown.
Dr. Coffin-Nail said twice.
Twice.
Michael Pronesti just put tits.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna count down from 10. If you're still in the chat, it's on you at this point. All right.
Yeah. All right.
So
Everybody
10.
says I can spoil it.
Yeah. So I'm just like letting people know if they want to jump out because comments saying he's seeing it tomorrow. So
All right.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's on you. Go.
Sweet. Let's take do you want to take down the article? All right. Now, Venom: The Rise of Carnage. I went to go see it not once, but twice. And yes, 100%. The movie is meh at best. I didn't particularly like it at all. I think that what we wanted from the first Venom, especially with a movie that has carnage in it, was more gore, more blood. Let's go, right? We want that. It's Venom. He eats brains. Let's see it happen. Let's see Carnage at his best. Give me Carnage. Let's do it. All right? That's not what we got in this movie. This movie is rated PG-13. A proper Venom movie should be rated
PG-13 with carnage in it.
With carnage in it.
All right. Continue.
With carnage in it. A proper Venom movie should be rated R.
Yeah.
it should be rated R.
Mhm.
All right. From the very beginning of the movie, Venom is a comedy. There are tons and tons of jokes that unfortunately don't land, especially if you're a comic book fan, if you're a fan of Venom, if you're a fan of Carnage, if you are a Marvel fan, the jokes don't land. I was talking with someone else the other day, and they were saying that like the jokes in Venom, when you read the comics, they're not intended to be funny, but they're funny, right? They're
Mhm.
funny because
Yeah.
Venom, like, he's an alien, doesn't really
Mhm.
understand, right? He's extremely smart, but like at the same time, it's just like I want brains, yo.
Yeah, it's kind of like situational humor where it's like not supposed to be
Exactly.
funny, but the
Thank
situation
you.
makes it funny.
Yeah, the situation is funny. It's situational humor. Whereas this
Mhm.
is just humor, and it's humor that doesn't land. Do you know who was laughing a lot in my theater? The kids. It's that kind of humor. The kids that were sitting next to me, like they loved it. They laughed. I leaving the theater, someone described Venom as sassy.
Sassy.
Sassy. Venom is so sassy. And to be fair, they are correct. They are fucking correct. Trey's like, bruh. They said Venom was sassy, and to be fair, they are correct. Venom is Venom is very sassy. Now, Michael Quaid, the movie Tomorrow War, like it was good. It was good. It was good. But if we're gonna compare movies to like the crap movies that we're getting now, like, well, I mean, compared to what we're getting, compared to the woke movies, this is actually great. I don't think that the movie should be compared that way.
No,
Right?
like just because it's not woke doesn't mean it's like it's good
It's
necessarily.
yeah.
If you enjoy it, that's fine.
If you enjoy the movie, if you can have fun with the movie, then that's great. There's some enjoyment to be found in Venom: Rise of Carnage. I found some enjoyment. However, it still does damage to the character. It still does damage to Venom. It's not what you're. It's not like it's not Venom. It's not Venom. Venom is not sassy. He shouldn't be described as sassy.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't think that movies should be well like compared to that. Like, you know, this is just it's like let's just settle for this. At least it's not woke. Let's just settle for. I'm not going to settle for it. You know, movies should be done properly. Given movies should be done properly. Movies should honor the source material, right? Just because it's not woke doesn't mean that it's going to be good. Just because it's not woke doesn't mean that it's not going to have any faults. I think that you should respect the source material. And unfortunately with this, it just didn't. Now, I liked Tomorrow War. Some people didn't like it, but I actually liked it. It didn't really bother me that it wasn't, you know, that, yeah, it good. It didn't have any, it wasn't woke, but like some people still didn't like it. I liked it. I liked Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
Mara didn't like Mortal Kombat. I found enjoyment in that, right?
It was trash.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Exactly, Megatron. Not being woke isn't an excuse for bad writing. 100%. So, Zachariah, hello, welcome. I am spoiling.
Hey, Zachariah.
I am spoiling Venom: The Rise of Carnage. So. If we don't compare and support non-woke, I fear all we will ever get is stupid woke. I went and saw it twice.
Yeah.
I went and saw it opening night, and then I went and took someone else to go see it. Like,
so here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
saying let's not support it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the movie fucking sucked.
Yeah, I'm saying like basically like here, basically
you want
if you want to see the movie, go watch
he's like,
the movie.
I just want to get out of the house. I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, if you want to watch the movie, go watch. That's your way of supporting it. But like supporting it does not necessarily transcend to raving about it just because it's not woke. Basically.
Yeah, I'm not going to rave about the movie.
Yeah.
I went and saw it twice. I supported the movie, gave it my money, and I still think it fucking sucks.
Hey, I'm doing all right. So
So anyways, yeah, Venom starts out. I mean, it's a comedy. It's a comedy.
Which, I mean,
It's
it's
a
one thing to
comedy.
have humor in it, but it shouldn't be like a comedy. Like there should be like maybe like moments of
Yeah.
like the situational humor, but not straight up comedy with Venom and Carnage.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact they made it PG-13 was already like a big no for me, pretty much, because it Venom and Carnage are like Deadpool. They're like Blade, and so forth. Like those characters need and Punisher. Those characters need to be rated R. There's no way you can do anything less than a rated R for characters like that. And I don't know. So it sounds like the first Venom movie is just a PG-13 comedy, and they forgot about the story until the last 30 minutes.
So it is okay. So like a lot of people are kind of saying that like it's just the first movie all over again. I can see that. I can totally see that where it's oh wow.
Yeah. January, she's getting ready. So
Ah,
she's gonna have a little girl.
yay. Um
I'm just
just
saying,
being
like, you know, new
non-woke
people
is
in
a
the
really
chat.
low
So
bar. Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what? Unfortunately, there is a tiny bit of pandering in this movie. So just because the movie isn't woke, like there is a tiny little bit of pandering in this movie. So, anyways, let me go ahead and go on. I can see where people are saying that like it's just the first movie recycled with Carnage. The last movie, Eddie and Venom, you know, they kind of we're gonna be anti-heroes, right? We're only gonna eat bad people. So this movie kind of continues that, like, well, okay, what does that look like? What does that look like? However, it continues on with that relationship, but in this movie, it's kind of like, okay, well, what happens? You know, how does that? What does that look like? Well, what it looks like is again now we get into the recycling of the first movie. Eddie won't let Venom eat people. It doesn't matter if they're bad people, he still won't let them eat it. He still won't let them eat them. He goes into a prison, and we get a whole commentary from Eddie about how, well, prisons are filled with people who, you know, they're not guilty, or sometimes they're forced into a confession, or sometimes because the police force someone into a confession. So, you know, they might not be guilty. We don't know. The justice system, we got to let the justice system do its job. So we can't eat these people. You don't understand. So we get that kind of,
a little bit.
We get a little bit there. Okay. So he won't let Venom eat the people in prison, you know, and Venom's like, come on, they won't notice them missing. And he does that whole speech to Venom.
Yeah.
But then it ends in a joke because he's like, you suck. And then he's telling that to someone, and they're like, excuse me? He's like, I don't have an answer for that. So, and then like from then we meet Woody Harrelson, right? And that's where the movie, to me, I found the enjoyment in. All right, because hold on, wait, I have to. Why can't clean it? I can't remember his name. I'm just like drawing a blank. Cassidy. He plays that so fucking well.
Well, Woody Harrelson is generally like a very good actor. So,
because he's supposed to be playing a serial killer, right? Serial killers are awkward. Serial killers are meant to make you feel uncomfortable. Serial killers are crazy, and he plays it really well. I love the way he plays that character. Like it's spot on, just a creepy serial killer. So I think that Woody Harrelson really nailed that character. I think he played it really well. The birth of Carnage is kind of a little awkward, right?
Not just yet, cue ball.
The birth of Carnage is just a little off, because the symbiotes they reproduce like asexually, right?
Mhm.
Where he, Venom does I don't want to say like give birth, but he kind of like births Carnage or whatever. It's like his offspring. Well, in this, it's not really like done that way.
Mhm.
In this,
Mm-hmm.
he bites Eddie,
Okay.
and that's how Carnage is born, from Eddie's blood, because it's mixed in with Venom's blood.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has it on his finger and he eats it. And that's how
Okay.
Venom is made.
Yeah, I'm with Trey. The fuck? That's how Carnage is made.
Yeah, that's how Carnage is made. They also give Cletus a girlfriend in this movie.
Okay. What? Yeah.
The writer for Venom 2 was the writer for 50 Shades of Grey.
Like so.
Oh damn! I didn't know that.
like no wonder, I guess.
Damn.
You take my Venom ticket money.
So they also give Cletus a girlfriend. She's also crazy. I kind of like that relationship a little bit. She's really excited and turned on when he shows her Carnage. I kind of like that, but that might go with just me, because I like that true crime and shit, and I'm just like, they're actually pretty awesome. I kind of dig that, With Carnage looks fucking cool. Carnage looks fucking cool. That's why I say, like, I found enjoyment in that. Carnage looks cool. He sounds exactly like Venom, though. So there's, like, kind of no... You can't really differentiate between the two, because they both kind of sound alike. Yeah, she's supposed to be Shriek. She is supposed to be Shriek. And I do like them. I do like them. Yeah. She's supposed to be Shriek. I do like them together. I like how they play off against each other, because she's Shriek and Venom, or not Venom, but the symbiotes they're sensitive to sound, so right away she does her thing to make them get away, and he's just like, no, you're gonna kill him. And Carnage is like, dude, if she does that again, I'm gonna fucking rip her head off. Like, he doesn't want her. He doesn't like her. He has nothing towards her. There's nothing. He doesn't want anything to do with this Shriek. Carnage wants to kill Venom. He wants to kill his father. Okay. So I do like their relationship. The look of Carnage is fucking dope. He looks sick. And I just don't really like how they created him. It's kind of weird. It's really off. It doesn't do it for me. He's supposed to sound more manic than Venom. Yeah, he is. And they just sound the same. They sound the same. There's no blood, right, with Carnage. No blood. I mean, they show a guy. He's making like solid swords, whatever, from his, tentacles and shit that he's shooting out. He's stabbing people everywhere, left and right, sticking his tongue down a throat to like kill this dude. No blood anywhere. None whatsoever. Carnage doing his Carnage. No fucking blood. They show this dude with his head ripped off, and because Cletus took his clothes. There's not a drop of blood to be found, and the dude is wearing white. Because PG-13, but the kids loved it. I'll tell you that. Take your kids to go see it. The kids loved it. This is a movie to take your kids to go and see, because the kids loved it.
Yeah.
The jokes.
Just FYI, newcomers in the chat, Venom spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, I'll let you all know when it's safe. So might want to mute the chat if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah. Is the guy who is behind Carnage as crazy as his comic book counterpart? Yeah, like I said, I love Woody Harrelson and Cletus Cassidy. Like when he goes and he like, there's this one part. Oh, this is one thing that I did not like about Carnage, though. Right? He can create solids. So like they kill a car, they steal a car, and he puts his Carnage finger, into the key, and like that's how they steal the car.
Okay, all right.
He puts it into the ignition, and but he can make solid, right? He can make solid things with, so it's easy. All right, I buy that. I buy that. Now, Cletus is crazy. Like he goes into a convenience store, kicks the cashier, and stomps on his head, and the look in his face when he's done was like, oh, I missed that. Like no regrets, just feels good to kill again. You know, you can totally tell he just enjoys killing. So I do like that. But the next part in the scene, like, I was just like, what is fucking going on right now? Because Carnage, Orange Hat said, oh yeah, Carnage, the Carnage Wi-Fi. Because Carnage, he sticks his fingers into the computer and hacks into secret government files, guessing the correct passwords and everything, just like that. I was like, wait a second, how's he doing that? Is that supposed to be like, because Carnage is extremely intelligent? I don't understand that. I don't understand how just by sticking your fingers in that.
You wouldn't be able to tell just by doing that what the passwords are or how to bypass encryption or anything like that.
Yeah, but he does it. Top secret information, that, you know, highest level of secrecy, but he knows. He knows how to, I just don't understand. So, Jade and Nerdy, yeah. I am the happiest I've ever been. I'm going to be a mom. That's so incredibly precious. Being a mother is a gift unlike any other in this world. You're bonded to that child. They're always, you know, it's just a love like you've never felt before. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, it shouldn't work at all, Chunk Punk. Yeah, like I'm not a mother, but I have a niece I'm going to be babysitting on the 19th this month. I'll be seeing her 2 days prior, but I'll be babysitting her on the 19th, and I just love her to death.
Now, correct me if I love all of my nieces and nephews, man. Like that's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Orange Hat. Yeah. Congratulate Michelle. Yeah. That's incredible. But let me know in the chat. Am I wrong? That doesn't seem like something Carnage can do, and I don't remember him being able to do that.
Yeah, I don't remember him being able to do this either. He stomped a guy, he killed a guy, he stomped his head, but even then,
that dude, unless the guy has convenience store. He's a convenience store worker. So he wouldn't have he just needed the internet.
Yeah, he wouldn't have ways to bypass top secret information like encryption. That is the highest level of encryption you're bypassing. So, hashtag Aunts and Uncles Gang. Yeah. $5 super chat. Another $5 super chat again from Comment Place. After Steph's review, look up Kelly Marcel. That's the writer for Venom 2 and 50 Shades. Look her up and tell me I'm lying. Yeah, well, I believe you, Comment, but yeah. Oh, and Zachariah, I don't know if I said hello to you, but so good evening to everyone who showed up in the chat. Keely, this from the Sporking Raid, everyone, because we're going through Venom review / spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, like I said, wait until I say it's safe to come out. So,
yeah. Trey says not wrong. He never did that. That's some Terminator shit. I just don't understand how. Yeah, that's just odd. They did give Carnage too much ability, and just to find top secret information didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
he's organic. Exactly, Orange Hat. He's organic. Organics in a computer isn't smart or capable. That's just it just didn't.
Yeah, like Trey says, Terminator type shit, something that has cybernetics already built into it and able to bypass other cybernetics. Carnage wouldn't have that ability. It's like if I had the ability, my organic self, to do that, I wouldn't know unless I knew how to hack, which I don't know how to do. So
Yeah.
like me just sticking my fingers into a port would not give me the ability to bypass any safeguards in top secret facilities.
Right.
So
yeah, I didn't buy that, but I did love, like, other than that, everything else to do with Carnage. Woody Harrelson played Cletus amazingly well. I loved it. When he's at one point, Cletus is writing to Eddie and he's, telling him his story, and there's like a really neat, something really neat that comes on screen. They make him look really evil, and I enjoyed that part too. That part was really good. So there is some enjoyment that at least I found in this movie. I did find some enjoyment in that, which is good. But the fact that there are fans of Carnage, right? That unfortunately for y'all, this is the only time you're gonna ever see Carnage.
no.
What they could have done is they could have let Woody Harrelson escape somehow, and then he goes into hiding, right? They could have done that, and then he comes back for the next movie, and a certain someone would have to team up with Venom to take on Carnage. That would have been perfect, but that didn't happen here. We have one movie with Carnage, and it's over. Because at the very end, Carnage meets his end. He meets his end in this movie, and so does Cletus, unfortunately. That's terrible. It's terrible.
Proof that oh my god, these companies have no fucking clue what the
and like
properties
I said,
oh, just real fast. It's up to you, Michelle. It's up to you, Michelle, if you want to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, let me get back to Eddie and Venom. So the repeat of the last movie where, Eddie won't let Venom eat anybody. Nope. Won't let Venom eat anybody. And they get frustrated. Venom gets frustrated because Eddie is only letting him eat the chocolate and chickens. And it's played for laughs. Like, even that is played for laughs in the movie. So they get frustrated, they separate, and Venom goes his own way, right? He goes his own way, and you think that, all right, here we go. Venom is he's separated from Eddie. Eddie's relaxed. He starts cleaning shit up. Venom is out doing his own thing, and you think, because that's what they were arguing about. What were they arguing about? Him not being able to eat people. He needs brains. So he attaches himself to someone else. Before he does that, though, he breaks Eddie's bike, and then he attaches himself to a biker, and he morphs into that, saying fuck you, Eddie, and he's off, right? So he attaches himself to people, but it's implied in the movie that even though he's off on his own, he's still not eating people.
Right.
Because the people that he is attaching to can keep dying. So he continues to attach himself to other people, and he's not eating people. If he is, they don't show it. They aren't showing that he's eating anybody. Now, there was an article saying that Venom's going to have his coming out party, right? He goes to this really weird rave. And again, a lot of it is played for laughs because he is Venom, and people think that it's a costume. And they put
Unfortunately, this is Sony Soul Assassin, so I don't think Feige had any hand in it.
People think that that's his costume, and they put glow sticks all around Venom. So he has kind of like the Hulk had that big necklace. He has a necklace of glow sticks, and he has some glow sticks on his wrist. And he goes up to the mic, and he's like, "I'm coming out of the Eddie closet." And he gives this speech about how, because he is an alien, and he gives this speech about how all aliens should be accepted in this world, in the spinning ball. Um, and he's just really sad after that because he goes into his own little whiny corner and he mopes and he's like, I wish Eddie could have seen me tonight. Like he misses Eddie. Yeah. And then he goes to Mrs. Wong because again, it's not a good pairing. It's not a good pairing.
Yeah.
And he's dying. So he goes to Mrs. Wong. And he's like, I need chocolate. I need food. I need chocolate. And that's when I'm like, all right, is he just not eating brains? Like, what's going on? I know it has to be like a true symbiotic. Mrs. Chen. Sorry, Mrs. Chen, not Mrs. Wong. Thank you, Orange Hat. Mrs. Chen.
Right.
I don't know why I said Wong. Mrs. Chen. And he attaches himself to Mrs. Chen because he's dying. And it's just like, oh God, I don't know. To me, it's implied that like he's just still not eating people, right? Because like I would think if I was writing this movie, right? If Venom leaves, you know, after Eddie like giving him that speech, about like, no, we have to only eat bad people or we can't eat people, you know, sacrifices, Venom, chocolate and chickens, like sacrifices. You know, he kept telling, I know, Wong Nei's you know, he's lecturing Venom, like we can't eat people all the time. You know, we're still under investigation. We're still under investigation with the FBI. We can't be eating people.
Yeah.
You would think that like if I was writing, I would say like, okay, so they pair off and Venom goes and eats people and maybe he learns the lesson that Eddie's trying to teach him or something like that. But we see him being Venom.
Yeah. Because like everything you're saying is Venom not being Venom.
Yeah, but he's still being Venom. Like maybe he's doing all of that, but he's being Venom. And maybe he learns the lesson that Eddie's trying. But I don't see that happening. You know, because when they get back together, he only will attach back to Eddie if Eddie apologizes to him. And it, you know, you hear Venom's monologue, and he's just like, nope, what else? And it's just like, again, played for laughs. Like it's all just a big comedy, and I don't really like that. Even before his fight with Carnage, you know, he comes in and he's about to fight Carnage, and Woody Harrelson or Cletus turns into Carnage, and Venom's just like, oh shit, that's a red one. And he goes back to being Eddie. He's like, let's leave. We're going to leave now. We're going to go. We're going to leave. And it's like a joke. It's a joke. But it's not explained why he's so scared of a red one. You don't know why it's a red one. You just know, oh no, it's a red one. Ooh.
Yeah.
We got to go. And yeah, the trailers did sell it as a comedy, and that's pretty much what you're getting. You're getting a comedy. It's a comedy.
Great.
So yeah, like if there's a serious moment, it's cut off by a joke. If there's you know, the climax of the movie where he's supposed to fight Carnage, it starts off with a joke and it ends with a joke as well. Like there's no like moment of just stillness. There's no moment of seriousness. There's no moment of calmness. It's like a joke. There's always a joke in there. There's just always a joke in there. And it's just kind of like, I'm tired of these jokes. Like, when are you going to stop? It's not that funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's
really like they're basically
funny.
taking the MCU route with the humor.
Okay. They really are. And let me tell you why. There's an end credit scene where they are in Mexico, I think. They're in Mexico. Yeah, memes. Yes, it is like Thor Ragnarok. It's like Thor Ragnarok. There's an end credit scene where they're in Mexico. Are they? I'm pretty sure they're in Mexico. And everything morphs, right? They're in like this nasty ass room in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty ass room. And it morphs into like a hotel room. It morphs into a hotel room. and the TV turns on, and it's Jameson talking about the Spider-Man. We reveal we just figured out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and it's Peter Parker. It's
Tom Holland, so yeah.
What's his name? The guy that plays
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. It's Tom Holland. And for some reason, even though there's no motivation behind it, because like, yeah, Venom wants to eat people, but we've established that the only person that he actually ate in this movie was Cletus. And they save that with their one F-bomb before he eats Cletus, because it has to be funny before he eats him. He's like, fuck this guy. And he eats him. Right. So there, and to me, there's just like no motivation behind what Venom does right here, because he's like, oh, this guy. And he licks Peter Parker on the screen. And then again, because it could have ended there. It would have been perfect. It would have been perfect to end there. Let's just end right there, right? Mm-hmm. Ooh, Venom's licking the screen, the TV, because it's Peter Parker. But no, can't end there. It has to end with a joke. So this fat dude comes out of the bathroom and he's just looking at Eddie, and he's like, what are you doing in my room? And Eddie looks up at him. He's like, I don't know. And it ends. I'm just like,
oh my God.
It would have been perfect. Let's just end it at Venom licking the screen. Perfect.
Yeah.
But no, it had to end with a joke.
What's that alcohol that you would like to drink? That tequila? What is that? Because I'm gonna need to get some.
Tarantula.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some, because like that's just
tarantula.
I think I need to order that, because I don't think my wines and spirits store up here carries it.
But I think that
yeah.
Heath Nation, nerdy explaining Venom is like listening to my friend explain an episode of Totally Spies.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, he knows Blue Tarantula. Okay.
Yeah, Blue Tarantula. I think Venom. I mean, I found some enjoyment in Venom. It wasn't great. If you want to go and see it, go and see it. Like, I mean, it's up to you. I think the Carnage looks totally cool. I think that it could have benefited. I mean, it's Carnage, right? We're dealing with a serial killer. They're both fucking crazy. Carnage and Cletus. Let's fucking go. Let's see it. Let's see it. Yes, I did see the setup for Toxin. I did. And I don't know. While he did wreck and kill a lot of people, I don't know. It could have been done so much better.
And like, I know someone earlier in the chat, I think it was Orange Chat Review, said like, there wasn't much blood in the comics either, or something like that. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's comics. They're not exactly going to show those details. But when you have a movie and you have someone's head literally get stomped and all this, like what's going on, there's no way you can do crap like that and not have the aftermath. It's like making Expendables PG-13 with Expendables 3, and what should have been blood spraying out with the bullets going through was like dust. That's what they did to hide the fact that it would have been blood splatter, and it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Not that level of, no pun intended, carnage.
Right. And I agree with Soul. This movie really could have benefited from an R rating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Venom versus Carnage, it really should have had an R rating. They should have just, let's go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what people were lacking. That's what people wanted in the first Venom movie. And especially if you're going to insert Carnage, bring in Carnage, then let's really go for it. Let's really give the fans what they want. And unfortunately, they didn't, because this Venom needs to it needs to fit in with the Marvel universe, because they are going to insert him into the MCU, into Spider-Man. They have to tie it in with the MCU. And that's and unfortunately that does not benefit the character of Venom or the character of Carnage, because I would have liked to see Carnage come back. Well, what I was saying earlier was that Carnage could have just gone away, right? And then Venom could have like teamed up with Spider-Man. We have to take down Carnage. That could have been pretty fucking cool. But no, they kill Carnage. They kill Eddie Brock. They kill Cletus.
Yeah. Oh, you should fear for Blade now, Soul Assassin. You should fear for Blade. That's supposed to be PG-13 within the MCU. It's supposed to be a part of Is Phase 5 now?
Right now they're on Phase 4.
No, I'm saying like
Or-
Blade. It's supposed to be, unless
Oh,
Blade
I don't
is
know.
part of Phase 4, it'll definitely be Phase 5. But like they were changing the order of some of the movies. But yeah, like Blade needs to be rated R, and MCU is going to make it PG-13. Plus, you have Daniel Kibblesmith writing the comics now, so yeah, Blade is going to be sassy. That's how he.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that I heard someone describe Venom as sassy. I was like, that character is not sassy. That's not how you describe Venom. But in this movie, that's exactly what Venom. He's sassy. He's sassy in this movie. They're not wrong. He's sassy. Now, I'm not saying that they're like, I found some enjoyment. Obviously, I went and watched it twice. The second time, though, I really felt that the first act of the movie kind of stretch. Like it was so slow. The first act was very slow. I did find that first act slow because the first time I went and watched it, I was like, all right, let's watch the movie. Focus. Second time, that first act went by so slow. But I found, and when it picked up for me was when we had those scenes with Cletus. But I don't know, there's some enjoyment to be had. I think that Carnage looks great. I think that Woody Harrelson did a great job. Unfortunately, if you liked the first movie, perhaps you would like this one. If you found some enjoyment in that one and you liked Tom Hardy as Eddie and that whole pairing with Venom, then you might like this one as well. But for me, I really didn't like Tom Hardy in the first Venom movie. And I was really interested to see what Woody Harrelson could bring. And I think that he did amazingly well. The movie was just, it was meh for me. I really wish that it could have been a lot better. I really wish it could have been a lot better. But then, like, at the end of the movie, it clicks in your mind. It's kind of like, oh, okay, well, this is what they were heading towards. Okay, I get it. It has to fit in with the MCU, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that's why it's not, so that's why we're not getting like the Venom that we need to be getting,
which is stupid. And quite frankly, this is really stupid because he shouldn't fit with the MCU. The MCU is not a good fit for Venom. Venom needs to be basically just like sole property of Sony and give us a good rated R Venom movie.
I get that, but at the same time, a lot of people were complaining like, how can you have Venom without Spider-Man?
I get that. Well, I'm not saying that Sony did a good job by like how they introduced him necessarily, but at the same time, he shouldn't be part of the MCU. He needs to Venom, like the other characters you mentioned, needs to be rated R, and there's no way he can be if it ties in any way to Disney Marvel, the Disney MCU movies. So it needs to be like a separate property. So like Sony should like Disney should never really have gotten the rights to Spider-Man. Given like what they've done with the other characters, they never should have gotten the rights to Spider-Man. Sony should have been the sole proprietor of Spider-Man. And that way they could have done a very good introduction with Spider-Man, then like Venom and Eddie Brock and so forth. But fucked it up. Fucked it up on multiple levels, pretty much.
Yeah. This movie for me is like, I don't know, 2 out of 5, maybe a 4 out of 10. It's just, it's okay. I didn't particularly like it. I got some enjoyment out of it with Carnage and Cletus, but I mean, that's about it. That's about it.
And if this at all proves true, like how anybody could like support Disney buying all these properties and not go, wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. We have laws in place to stop shit like this. We don't have monopolies. That's what I would do, and I will hold the fuck on. But no, we don't, because we have politicians that in power now that will take money and look the other way.
Yep.
So, but there it is. Okay, that is Steph's spoiler review of Venom. So, for those who are waiting for it's the all clear sign in the chat, all clear. I'll just type in all clear in the chat.
Alex says, "Is Venom 2 better than Titans?" Is all I want to know. Yeah, it's better than Titans, man. Fuck Titans.
Steph has the same reaction to Titans as I have to Campbell. Like, fuck Titans.
It's better than Titans. Fuck Titans.
Yeah, exactly. They're stepping over that monopoly line. I'm saying, like, there's laws in place to stop shit like this. So that's why they shouldn't be able to buy Sony. So, but there it is. There it is. So we're coming up on like midnight. I do want to we don't have to go into the article, but I do just want to touch on this because it is something that like Steph and I are both looking forward to. Steph, like right now, probably more than me. But if anybody's interested in this, I know Trey might be and so forth. But according to a rumor, Warner Bros. Will release David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad to HBO Max in 2022, and according to Steph, we're supposed to get an announcement, if at all, during DC Fandom, which is supposed to be this month, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like in, I don't know, a week and a half or something like that. It's, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like the middle of August.
Middle of October, you mean?
I mean, October, sorry.
Yeah. Middle of autumn, middle of October, so probably about not this weekend, next weekend coming up, but the 16th and 17th we're looking at probably, right? I think like about that time, that weekend, 15th through the 17th, I think.
Yeah.
But let me look it up real fast. Let me look it up real fucking fast. October 16th. All right, I was right. I knew it was around that time. So October 16th is DC Fandom, and there's supposed to be an announcement. And according to this rumor, that they're going to release Ayer cut of Suicide Squad, which should have been the cut like Justice League that we should have gotten in theaters until Warner Bros. Went full retard. According to a rumor that they will unleash the Ayer cut via HBO Max, much like the Snyder cut of Justice League in the coming year. So coming up in 2022, there's no date. All they give is the year, and that'll be on HBO Max, which wouldn't surprise me really.
Yeah.
So,
I'm all for it. Let's release the Ayer cut. David Ayer really wants it. We've seen David Ayer push and answer a bunch of questions on his cut of the movie. You know, whether this cut that we received, he got asked a bunch of questions on it. What really happened between Joker and Harley? He answered that on Twitter. Like, he's just been answering a bunch of questions. Like, no, that wasn't in my cut, or like, no, it didn't happen that way. And he's answered a lot of questions. So people know that his version of the movie was really different before the studio went in there and they had to make the Ayer cut tie into Justice League, not Zack Snyder's Justice League, but Justice League. So the studio went in there, they had to like reshoot a bunch of shit. They had to have it tie into that. They kind of made it, Guardians of the Galaxy DC version, especially with all of the music and everything. And that's, I'm excited. I really want to see the Ayer cut.
Well, there was really no solid official statement either with the Snyder cut, because it was Snyder himself kind of making the official statement that it was going to be released on HBO Max. So the fact that there's no official statement really doesn't mean jack shit to me in that regard. But you could, just based on the trailers, you could tell there was a difference from the first to the second trailer, that there was studio interference.
Yeah, from the first to second trailer, absolutely. The first trailer, I was just like, holy shit, this looks like it's going to be sinister. I fucking love it.
It's Suicide Squad, so it's like it's not supposed to be what we got.
Right.
Much. So,
and now with the second trailer, it had the music in it, and people really liked the second trailer with the music. So what did the studio do? Oh, okay, let's have the studio that created the trailer that people loved so much re-edit the movie.
because it's believed that he's going to do it on DC Fandom.
A trailer
That's what we're
studio.
saying. That like that's what's believed.
Yeah, the
from
rumor is
statements,
the rumor is that there's supposed to be some announcement at DC Fandom.
Yeah.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor that's out there. But again, there's no official statement, but there is a rumor out there. And David Ayer has been pushing for his Ayer
No,
cut to
dear
be
God, it's not
released.
Doomcock.
There is Ayer has he has been pushing for that. He, and not only that, but like HBO Max, AT&T, they have been hinting on Twitter, especially after the release and announcement of the Snyder Cut. They have been, putting little things out there, little hints that they are working on getting the Ayer cut released as well, because they're just like one thing at a time, or it's coming, or like little winks here and there. So they have hinted at that it could possibly be released on HBO Max. And yeah, Soul, a nerd can hope 100%.
I mean, until Zack Snyder made the announcement, there were still people saying like, the Snyder Cut didn't exist. And I'm not saying like I'm definitely expecting them to make an announcement on DC Fandom, but just knowing what we've known about what Warner Brothers had done in like fucking up the DCEU, the difference between trailers for the Ayer cuts and all these hints, not just David Ayer's answering questions, but HBO Max and Warner, like AT&T saying like, maybe might show up on HBO Max, might do it. Yeah. Leads us to like speculate at least that there is more hope than not right now. So,
and I think David Ayer as well. He's just like kind of tagged HBO Max and tagged AT&T, and they're always like, "I got you, fam." Like so it's just kind of like just little things like that where you kind of know that they're working on it. I don't know that it will be. That's the rumor that it's going to be announced at DC Fandom. If it is, that's great. If that would be amazing to get Ayer's cut. I think that the response to Zack Snyder's cut was amazing, and they would be foolish to not release Ayer's cut, which would tie into Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. Ayer's cut would tie into that. Would tie into Zack.
Well, it's supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to.
Supposed to tie into Zack Snyder's Justice League. So now that his movie is out there, you can put out David Ayer's movie that ties into that. Ties into that movie, which would be great.
And Aquaman was supposed to tie into Zack Snyder's Justice League as well, but it forced James Wan to alter things. So now people are looking at Zack Snyder's Justice League and Aquaman and going, wait a minute, that doesn't fit. I'm like, well, no shit, it doesn't fit, because James Wan had to alter storylines because Joss Whedon altered storylines in Justice League. So, of course, Wan's Aquaman fits the Justice League, and it's not going to fit Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's why things don't fit. But it was supposed to be planned out that Ayer's and Wan's movies were supposed to fit in with what Zack Snyder was setting up with his arc of movies. So, and that's why Warner Brothers basically is, yes, a walking train wreck. And they did it to themselves.
Yeah.
And another $5 from Cowman Play says HBO Max should have the Snyderverse and WB can have their crappy Studioverse. Yes.
Oh, for sure. So. Oh, man. So I'm right there with you. I thought that like a trench horror film would be fucking dope.
Hey, Jacob. Yeah. Like that could work. I mean, just because like people were like one complaints they had people about with the, like DC in particular is that it's like, it's so dark. It's so dark. I'm like, well, yes. It's not Marvel, so yes, it's a little bit darker than Marvel. But dark doesn't necessarily mean depressing or anything like that. Dark just means gritty. Dark just means real. Dark just means like I'm down in the depths and like basically with like the dirt of like the Suicide Squad and the badassery of that. It's not the colorful Marvel humor.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Now that Marvel has their formula, it's like the same movie over and over again. This is different, and I like different.
Yeah, I prefer different. I don't want to watch one movie and feel like I'm watching the same movie when it's supposed to be a different one. So if the movies tie in together, great, but I don't want to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League and then watch the Suicide Squad and feel like I'm watching the same movie. And I doubt I will, based on what I saw with what David Ayer was doing initially with Suicide Squad. Same with James Wan movie. I don't care if James Wan made Aquaman a little bit lighter, maybe, than Justice League, but at the same time, it would have fit in and it still felt like a different movie. Same with The Trench. What does Soul Assassin say? The Trench one. Yeah, that would have been like just like that scene alone in Aquaman was awesome. Seeing that little like subspecies of like societies living underwater, and like they are the primitive ones. Basically, they will kill anything that moves if you come close to the trench. Like that is a horror film, pretty much. So
yeah, if it is announced, that would be fucking awesome. And I would be looking forward to David Ayer's cut.
Well, we have the 16th is DC Fandom, and that is a Saturday. So probably we'll be doing some streaming during that because I can see like what the events are. And yeah, so look for that for multiple channels. Chances are, my channel, Steph's channel, maybe Lethal's channel, maybe Lyndon's channel. I don't know, but like you like basically expect that we will be on top of that shit that day. And if there is an announcement, we will be there to cover it. If you are looking forward to this movie. But there is Talk Nerdy to Us, folks. We at least ended on at least a relatively positive thing to discuss with Talk Nerdy to Us. Not just cringe. I try to find articles like that. It's kind of few and far between now when it comes to pop culture, but they are out there. They're out there, and sometimes these gems pop up. So, yeah, definitely not Rhino's channel. Not Rhino's channel. So, don't you'll trigger him. I don't want him popping up in the chat going like with that.
Did someone say Star Wars?
Yeah, did someone say Star Wars? It's kind of like Pavlov's dogs. You ring the bell, you start salivating, pretty much. But there is that, folks. So basically, yeah, we're at the roughly the 2-hour mark. Those are the topics I had for Talk Nerdy to Us. So basically, to sum up the Talk Nerdy to Us, don't be stupid. Gun safety is important, so don't be stupid, and especially don't be stupid and drunk. The gamer is still just as retarded as ever, and Polygon is just as retarded as ever. And apparently, there's a movie to fight Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch, but it really is promoting rooting for women who murder men, pretty much. And Steph's spoiler review of Venom 2. If you still want to see it, more power to you. But she gave her impressions of the movie and the fact that David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad might be released on HBO Max, and there might be an announcement October 16th. Fucking hell, Rhino.
Get back in your bowl, fishy.
Yeah, get back in your bowl. So there's that. So again, all right. Thank you to everyone for being in the chat. Thank you to not just those who sent super chats or anything like that, just everyone hanging out, giving their opinions, giving their comments on everything we talked about. So, Steph, let everybody know where they can find you. Promote your shit right now.
Yeah. Come and follow me on Twitch. I stream on there every single day, and I would love to see more people in the chat. Someone asked me why I'm wearing these. I have a migraine.
Yeah,
I had to turn off my light and just put my sunglasses on. So that's why. But yes, I'm trying to grow my Twitch as well as my Instagram and Twitter. So follow me on those.
I am dressed as Revy from Black Lagoon. I'm going to have to kind of hold my strap here for my holster because it kind of this came off, so I got to fix it. So, but I'll stand up and see, I am wearing the cosplay.
Yay.
See? So I'm not bullshitting. I am wearing it. I am wearing shorts. So... But I can't do that without backing up and kind of showing off my booty on stream. So, but okay, so tomorrow I will be on Mark the Cyborg's channel. I think it's at 7 p.m. Unless they change the time. We are watching Unlimited Blade Works. It's part of the Fate universe, Fate, so to speak. We just finished not too long ago watching. I'm not going to back it up then, Michael. Sorry.
An orange hat. I got a Coke.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I
Mhm.
always have like headache medicine or migraine medicine near me. What was I gonna say? Oh, we're talking about Unlimited Blade Works, which we just finished watching Fate Zero. We're watching Unlimited Blade Works, and we're on episodes 3 through 5. So, and I have not seen past anything. So, if you've seen it, don't spoil anything. I've not seen the series, and I will be on his Mark's channel with KJ, maybe Lethal Lightning, but it depends on if Lethal is up. And it's early morning for him, so I don't blame him if he misses an episode or two. And then try to stream on Twitch Monday evening, Tuesday evening, and Thursday evening. Might go back to playing Splitgate a little bit, and then playing Tales of Vesperia Saturday. But I got to add more games into my rotation, so that way I'm not just playing one throughout the week. So eventually I will watch Berserk. But right now I'm watching the Unlimited Blade Works for the discussion. So I know you don't mind that, but I can't really back up that easily for you to get a full shot. So all right. So again, catch her on Instagram and Twitch. She plays a lot of basically
Mario Kart.
gay Mario Kart on Twitch. She's not that good. So if you want to watch a woman driver, take the scenic route on every.
I don't claim to be good.
Yeah, I know. But if you want to watch a woman driver, take the scenic route on every track, and you watch
That's
Steph
me.
pretty much. And then I'll be playing like probably Splitgate, but again, we'll see. Those days. Plus Friday I will be skipping this week Cringe Factory, and then the next episode will be on the 15th at 8 p.m. and that will be the live stream that I do with Steve where we do our top 10 horror movie lists. So if you want to participate in that, that'll be 8 p.m. Eastern on October 15th. So good night, everyone. Take care. Alex's 12th place gang. Yes.
That's right. 12th place gang all the way.
And I will see you all tomorrow and through the week. So
Bye.
take care, everybody.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.